Welcome back to PoKaching, guys. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I thought we'd do a little bit of a collection update. So, with the current prices of things being so expensive and me not really buying much in terms of sealed product at the moment, I've been buying some singles stuff, so graded cards, and I have some singles that are yet to be graded that I've pulled from booster boxes and so on. And I just thought I'd go over what I have so far. So I've been collecting for just over a year now. Obviously, I've been in the hobby since the very beginning in 1999, but there were moments where I was kind of in and then out and then in and then out. And now I'm pretty much in and here to stay. Pokemon, I've tried so many different TCGs, and Pokemon is the one that really, it really does it for me. It's what really draws me in. It's what I grew up with. So it's what I really enjoy. So yeah, I just thought I'd go over what I've collected over the past a bit over a year and give a bit of an update to have a record of it on the channel and to just showcase with you guys what I was able to acquire over the past year plus. So if you guys are interested in this kind of content, so collection updates, talking about investing, talking about, opening sealed product when it's possible, just talking about Pokemon cards overall, if that sort of thing interests you, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video if you do enjoy it, and drop a comment down below letting me know what you guys are collecting at the moment. Do you like the sets that I'm collecting? Because I'm focusing on 3 sets at the moment. And just let me know. So we might talk a little bit about collecting as well as we go through the cards. We'll might have a bit of a discussion at the end. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. I didn't really plan it out too much, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyway, and let's get right into it, guys. So I'm going to start off just by showing you quickly. I have 2 closet type things up here, which I'm just going to show you real quick. It's not like super tidy or anything, but it will be eventually. So right here, I've got my binder with all my 151 cards. So I have the whole set there with the EXs, all the Pokeball reverse and Master Ball reverses that I do have, apart from some that I pulled recently that are yet to be organized. So there's nothing in terms of like illustration rares or SARs or anything like that, because those will be graded eventually. That was supposed to be in the video, but I'll just show you it now. Just a Suicune PSA 10 from V-Star Universe, very cool card. I will show you another one because I have one graded with another company. We have 2 151 sealed boxes that I was planning on, that are from my collection. 2 V-Star Universe boxes that are from my collection. This is just a bunch of stuff that I opened that needs to be organized. But eventually this will be all cleared out. Gonna get acrylic cases for those and those boxes so I can display them nicely. And that's pretty much it from that closet there. Here just quickly have some Destined Rivals boxes, some 151 stuff for investment purposes. Here's some prismatic, there's more there that I'm using for the background. And here, this one's pretty much empty. I'm going to be using this one, so this binder hasn't been used yet, it's empty as well. I'm going to be using this closet for a Glory of Team Rocket Japanese shrine. So pretty much everything I have so far and what I really collect is Japanese, because I just feel like the texture on the cards is far superior, and that's just what I enjoy collecting, to be honest. I will obviously get back into English and so on once the prices become more reasonable and I can actually do openings on the channel. Who knows when that will be, but mostly for my personal collection, I do like to keep Japanese stuff. So here are 2 recent cards that I got from Glory of Team Rocket. So these are graded by a French company called CCC. Very, very consistent grading. This one's only issue on this one is the centering, which is slightly off there. But other than that, the card is absolutely flawless. Beautiful texture on the card. Hopefully you can see that all right. I'm gonna bring this light up closer actually, just so that you can see all the texture and so on properly. Here you go, maybe you can see it a bit better there. But yeah, the texture on that is absolutely insane. With the city in the background there, very, very cool card. I wasn't a fan of it to begin with the kind of head position. It looks kind of bent, but it actually looks alright in person. But yeah, the card's beautiful. Cases are beautiful. So CCC is a very reputable company in France anyway. I haven't seen any company that grades cards as accurately as they do. And the cases are beautiful. They take really good care of your cards. I just can't really say anything negative about them. They're really awesome. So yeah, this is a big card for my collection. So this is actually a gold label. So the only issue here is centering, which is only 0.5 of a grade off. So as you can see, it's pretty damn good. And that would it's not even probable, it would definitely grade as a PSA 10 if it was sent to PSA. So I did say I was going to get this card. Originally the intention was to collect this set in English, but I decided I was only really interested in the Team Rocket side of things. So Glory of Team Rocket, the Japanese set, made more sense for me. So there's that Mewtwo with the gold label, which is really insane. And you know, if you take a look at the back, it's just absolutely flawless. Like, the card is absolutely perfect. So CCC, such a good grading company. I am pretty much, most of the stuff I'm buying is from them actually, because that's just the company I trust the most. So we have a bunch more CCC graded cards here that we're gonna go over. So we have some 151 here. So we have a Zapdos here, which is got a Gem Mint 10. The edges are barely, there's like tiny damage on it, but it's very small. It's the sort of damage that you'd get like pulling it out of a pack. So there's Zapdos. We have Venusaur here. See the corner issue, there's a corner damage. I just want to show you how harsh they are at grading, but at least that means that they are very reliable. The corner damage is, if I can even focus, there's like a tiny dot there. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's literally it. So these cards, I know the subgrades obviously say that, you know, there's an issue on the corners, but it's microscopic, it's tiny. This would definitely be a PSA 10. Most of these cards, if they get 9.5s or 10s, would be PSA 10s very easily. They've changed the grading scale. It used to be like a 9, you get 10s easier before, and now you get 9.5s. Basically, the subgrades are exactly the same, so there's no difference there. It's just that they've changed the way they use the average, whether they bump it up to a 10 or keep it down at a 9.5. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. The subgrades are the same system as they used before, you know, 1 to 10, and the grading quality and actual accuracy is there and always has been there. So that's what really matters to me, is actually being able to rely on a company when they grade your cards, not just paying for a label, but actually paying for the card, right? So often with PSA, and once again, I know I've mentioned it a few times on the channel, I've been disappointed because I've bought PSA 10 cards, but the card inside the case is definitely not worthy of a PSA 10. And then, you know, I got to thinking that, and probably other people have thought about this as well, is that, am I buying the card or am I buying just a label that says it's a 10, right? I want to buy a card that's been graded, and I want the grade to actually reflect what the card's condition is. If I buy a PSA 10 and the card is damaged, I'm not satisfied with that just because the label says it's a PSA 10. I hope that makes sense. And CCC is so far the only company that I've dealt with that, this is a beautiful card by the way, this Darkrai here. It's the only company I've dealt with that is just so accurate and you know exactly what you're getting. Like for example here, centering 9, centering slightly off. It'd probably still get a PSA 10 to be honest. Edges 9.5, so surface and corners have no issues. Edges 9.5, right. I'm going to show you what the issue is here, if I can even find it right there. I don't know if you can even see it, it's so small. Jesus, it can't focus. Come on. Maybe at the bottom there's something. Right, you see that tiny dot there? That's it. There's nothing on top, I don't believe. So that's literally it. So that would be very likely a PSA 10 for this card. But yeah, I just think the grading scale is very accurate. Now we have a Deoxys V-Star. So as you can see, 151, Glory of Team Rocket, and V-Star Universe are the sets that I'm really focused on at the moment because I really like those sets. So yeah, gold labels are pretty solid to get actually. They're pretty difficult to get, but they are well, the cards are immaculate, you know. And what's really cool is that the labels are actually in English, so it says centering, edges, corners, surface. It's called CCC grading. You know, everything's written in English, pristine. Well, obviously that's French, so this bit here, the name of the company, Certificateur de Carte de Collection, so that's basically just the name. That's what CCC stands for, which means Card Collection Certification and basically grading. But yeah, they do have these seamless kind of like black label, as in everything's black, the logo's black, for if you want it to be like an international kind of label. And you also do get the blue, red, and white one for France as well. But the centering, edges, corners, and surface is still in English. Sorry, I'm giving you loads of details, and you probably won't even use these guys. But if you do live in Europe, by the way, I strongly recommend that you give it a try with CCC, because you won't be paying any import fees or anything like that. And they don't upcharge, as far as I'm aware. I don't think they do, actually. No, they don't upcharge. You just pay for the card. Based on the card's price, you pay a little bit more for insurance to cover its value. But, yeah. Honestly, like, I would really recommend that you give it a try and see for yourselves, because me talking about it is not doing it justice. You have to see it in person to actually realize how nice these cases are and how nice the grading service is and how accurate it is. Like, there's another gold label Suicune, so I do have the PSA one up there, but this is the one that I really want in my collection. Now we have a Charizard V, very cool. This is like my favorite Charizard, I think. Charizard V-Star, absolutely badass. I do really like this one too. And coming on to the last two cards from CCC, we do have a Dialga V-Star. Really cool. And I do have a Palkia on its way. And we also have the Arceus, and man, this card, man. I don't think there is a card that could look as godly as this. I know he's supposed to be the god of Pokemon, or I believe he's the god of all creation in the Pokemon universe. But the card looks kind of like menacing, epic. He's on top of Mount, whatever the fuck that is, I can't remember. But man, he just looks so badass. He looks really menacing and like powerful. Like, this card really does a good job at that. So yeah, beautiful card there. See, this one says edges 9.5. I honestly looked, and I'm gonna take a look up close actually, see if I can actually see what the issue is. There must be something, but it's probably like so fucking small that I can't even see it. Ah, okay, maybe that's it. I don't know. What? I don't know if it's maybe... I don't know, they must have seen something, but honestly the edges are pretty much perfect. So there must be like a tiny, tiny, tiny white dot. But at least you're not disappointed, right? When you get your cards, it does still say it's a Gem Mint 10, because honestly the card is pristine. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe like a tiny, 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 tiny nick. But yeah, you really have to look for it sometimes. Now we're moving on to PSA, so I do have some PSA graded cards. The only ones I kept are the ones that are actually worthy of a 10 in my opinion. These are actually, I've inspected these and these are actually like properly immaculate. So I did buy this Jolteon V that I found in a store in France actually, and price was decent. It was 120, which is good. Obviously Jolteon is a pretty cool Pokemon from a very popular set. And I just thought the card looked absolutely epic there with the kind of lightning following where he came from. So he like bounced there, and kind of like ran up a building, which is pretty badass. I thought it was really cool artwork on that one. Then we have this one, which is really going up in price at the moment. So Mew EX. So once again, these PSA 10s are actually perfect cards, so they are worthy of it. Unlike a lot of the ones that I got. Here we have a Venusaur EX. Had to buy a few to actually get one that was actually a 10 worthy. This Charizard, I was pretty happy because it's the only one I ever bought, and it was actually really good. So, yep, no issues with this one. He's a flawless card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Texture is amazing on that. Sorry for the reflection, by the way. Then we do have, of course, the Blastoise here. Solid, solid card. So it's cool to have those 3 PSA graded, I guess. Then we have another Charizard V graded in a 10. So those are my graded cards that I have so far, and I have a bunch that are gonna be graded. I just need to have some money available for that because grading isn't cheap. I mean, when you're sending a good amount of cards in, it can really start to add up. So we have a lot of 151 illustration rares, if this would focus. So we have Tangela here. Yeah. Machoke. Poliwhirl. I mean, these are really, really nice cards. This is why I love 151 so much. We have Snorlax. We have 2 of those. So these are all cards that I pulled myself. Omanyte. Charmander. We have 2 of those. Charmeleon. Nidoking. 2 Mewtwo's there. Such a badass card. Look at that artwork. Then we have Dragonair. Then we have... I think I have pretty much all of them here. So Pikachu... Psyduck, we have 2 Squirtles, 2 Wartortles. Sorry, I'm trying to put these back in order. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, we have 2. Mr. Mime, we have a Giovanni here. Giovanni's Charisma, I believe. Bill, I don't remember what this is. Bill's Transfer, maybe? Or Mail from Bill, or I don't know. Erica's Invitation. We have a Ninetales, we have 2 Charizards. We don't have much in terms of full arts, really. We have this Alakazam here. So these cards are really, really good condition. Like, they are flawless cards, or else I really wouldn't be sending them in, to be honest. So we have Alakazam. We have 2 Blastoise EXs. We have a Zapdos EX. Giovanni's Charisma. Hyper Rare Mew, or Ultra Rare Mew. Here we're on to V-Star Universe. So these are cards I pulled recently. They're all flawless cards. So we have Glaceon V-Star. Leafeon V-Star, a Deoxys VMAX, absolutely love this card. Charizard V, Charizard V-Star, Mewtwo V-Star, sick card. These 2 together are really awesome. So yeah, those are awesome. And then we did get the Giratina V-Star. Very, very happy I pulled this. So originally, I wasn't actually going to buy these cards. I don't know why. Wasn't that interested. But when I pulled this and I actually saw how good it looked in person, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the Arceus, which I did. And then a friend of mine said, hey dude, you have the Giratina, you have the Arceus, why don't you get Dialga and Palkia? And I was like, I'm not that bothered, I don't really care about those too much. And then I was looking through, you know, eBay or Vinted. Vinted is an app, I don't know if it exists in the USA, but you can buy loads of stuff on Vinted, it's pretty good. So it's a buying and selling platform for all sorts of things, like eBay. And I saw the the Dialga, and I was like, and it was really cheap, by the way. It's the Dialga that I just showed you here. It was 60 euros, which is really, really cheap, to be honest, especially in that high a grade. The only issue with it is the centering, which was like a tad off. Let's see if I can find it. Where is he? Dialga, Dialga, Dialga. There he is. So yeah, the only issue here is centering, as you can see. Thicker edge here, than here, sorry. But look at the card, man. It's so beautiful. Everything else is pristine, so the card is actually flawless. It only has a centering issue, which I honestly don't care about at all. I don't give a shit. But yeah, that was 60 euros. I was like, dude, I'm gonna have to buy that, so bought it. And then I had all 3, so I had Giratina, I had the Dialga, the Arceus, and I thought, fuck, I'm gonna buy the Palkia then. So I have the Palkia, which is on the way, and that's pretty much going to be my which is probably one of the last purchases I'm going to make in a while, because I need to, you know, save up some money. I'm not buying the current sets as they release, they're far too expensive, and you know, I've recently bought 10 151 boxes, so yeah, I just need to chill out there for a while. So here we're going to go looking over some more loose cards that I don't have top loaders for yet. So we have a bunch of V cards. I don't know if I'll be grading all of them. I will be grading some, like this Machamp, which I find really cool. The Giratina. Dialga probably, just because it'd be cool to have all of them with the gold ones as well. Got Regigigas here. Arceus, probably grade that one too. Raikou, will grade that one. Probably gonna grade this Zacian. Looks insane. Such a beautiful artwork. Look at that. Really badass. So probably gonna grade that one. Gonna grade the Mew. Gonna grade the Mewtwo as well. Very, very cool artwork on that one. Looks like he just bust out with that capsule in Team Rocket's hideout. Kind of looks like that. And yeah, what else are we gonna grade? Maybe we will grade the Palkia, just to have the whole set, you know, like the regular Palkia V with the Palkia V-Star and then the gold one. Maybe the Leafeon here, these ones here. There's the Dialga. I'll definitely be grading the Arceus, the Giratina. The Mewtwo's being graded. I'll grade both Charizards for sure. What else do we have? The Mews will be graded as well. And then here we have some really nice illustration rares, or art rares as they call them in Japanese. So we have Solrock, Bibarel, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to say that. Lunaton, the Voltorb alternate form, I don't remember where that's from. Comfey, I believe, Manaphy, Diancie, we have two Dunsparce here. Electivire, Keldeo, beautiful card. Latias, solid card. This Lapras is insane. Such a nice Lapras card. Then we have this Samurott V-Star, which is beautiful in person. The texture is insane. We have another Raikou V. We have the Greninja Shiny, Radiant. We have two Radiant Charizards. Radiant Chargebug, Radiant Eternatus, and here we have some more 151 stuff that I pulled recently. If you want to check those videos out, by the way, go check my playlist of all my openings on the channel that you can watch. And once again, if you do enjoy these kind of videos, don't hesitate, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, helps the channel grow, helps me to know that you guys are actually enjoying the videos. And guys, I'm here for the long run, so I'll be here, I'll be around, okay? And I'll do my best to have content, even if we don't have stuff to open, to try, you know, keep you guys up to date with what's going on, and, you know, keep up to date with all the Pokemon news as much as I possibly can with the time I have. Here we have a Dragonair, Nidoking. I absolutely love this Nidoking artwork. We have a Machoke, and here are some Pokeball reverses that I pulled that I haven't been able to organized yet. Sorry, the sleeves are kind of sticking together. So, Pidgey, Meowth, Lickitung, Electabuzz, Seadra, Cloyster, Lapras, Dugong. This is a Master Ball seal. Pretty cool. Stuff like trainer cards, EXs. Here we have some more V-Star Universe and just the energies at the end. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the collection so far. So my main focuses, as you can see, are V-Star Universe 151 and Glory of Team Rocket, and I'm really happy to have added these two to the collection. Let me just get those. So the biggest hits in the set, the Moltres EX and the Giovanni's, or Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX as a gold label, which is really cool. So yeah, man, I'm really happy with those. I'm gonna try and get, eventually I'll get the Nidoking and the, let's keep that visible. Come on, let's put the Mewtwo in front. It's like the biggest card here. Yeah, so eventually I'd like to get the Nidoking and the Crobat as well. We'll see about the alternate art trainer cards from the set, I'm not too sure. I definitely want the Team Rocket's Houndoom. The Meowth, the Weezing, Wobbuffet, Murkrow, Raticate, you know, all those. I really like the Team Rocket set, the Japanese set specifically, because I like the fact that it's really a small set that's only focused on Team Rocket, and I really do like that, because it means that if you like Team Rocket and you're a Team Rocket fan, you just buy that, and it's like loaded with Team Rocket Pokemon. So I thought that was really cool, and that's my intention as well, is to have a bunch of booster boxes for investment purposes and for my sealed collection from Glory of Team Rocket, or Glory of the Rocket Gang, I think that's what it's called in Japanese officially. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my collection. I just wanted to talk a little bit about collecting and, you know, being patient with it. I know that honestly, within a year, I've done, well, it's a bit more than a year, but I've done pretty well. Like, I've made good progress. As you can see, I didn't try chase every single set. That's just not feasible for most people. It's just not possible. It's too expensive. And I decided to focus on the sets that I really enjoy. So 151 is what really brought me back to the hobby. And I started buying that maybe a year or so after it released, maybe a bit more. Yeah, maybe a year after it releases when I really started buying the cards and, you know, opening the packs and so on to try and build my collection. And so 151 is really important to me as a set because, first of all, it has all 151 Pokemon from the original Gen 1. And, you know, the cards are amazing. The illustration rares, special art rares, or special illustration rares in English. And so yeah, I focused on that. Then V-Star Universe is an absolutely amazing set as well. So I decided I was going to go for that. And yeah, Team Rocket, man, it's just an absolute must for me. So I'm going to have a Team Rocket shrine up there. So I'm going to be working on that, and I'll show you the progress with everything, with all the collection stuff. I will keep you guys up to date. I will keep you guys up to date on investing and so on, even if right now is just the worst time. Well, it's really hard to say, but sorry, I just started the recording again. I was saying it's probably one of the worst times to buy at the moment. But it's kind of hard to say because I don't know, man. Like things are going so crazy right now. I feel like there's like a peak in interest, and it kind of like it was high. Everything was really expensive, you know. But now it's just reached a new level. It's kind of like gone up even further than like a few months ago, and I just think it's getting worse. And my thinking is that it's gonna get so bad that eventually it's just going to come crumbling down. That's my gut feeling. But when that's going to happen, I don't know. And how easy it's going to be able to catch up on all the sets, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Pokemon will eventually cool off. People will turn away from it to some degree, and things will be a lot easier to obtain. But there is a chance that there might be some sets that you might miss out on, and I accept that. I'm okay with that, and I'll probably make it a video talking about that, as well as learning to be patient, learning to kind of accept that you won't be able to get every single set that you really like, every single card that you really like. I mean, honestly, the Mega Charizard X, I don't know what it's going to look like, if that reveal is official or not, but if that is real, then I definitely would like that card. But at the same time, you can't have everything, right? I mean, I've already got the 151 Charizard. I've got Charizard V and Charizard V-Star from, you know, V-Star Universe. I've got, you know, Team Rocket's Mewtwo, Team Rocket's Moltres. I've already got some really nice cards, and you need to learn to not be too greedy and learn to appreciate what you have and stop always looking at everything you don't have. Because if you do that, you're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to enjoy collecting. You're never going to enjoy what you have if you're constantly chasing after the things you don't have. I don't know if that makes sense, but try to be reasonable with your goals. Try to pick the sets that really mean a lot to you. Because I'll be honest, like the Mega sets don't mean that much to me personally. I do really like that Charizard, but there's going to be 1,000 more Charizards, you know? There's always going to be a new Charizard. There's always going to be the next big thing. There's always going to be the next new set that everyone's hyped about. It's never ending, and you guys need to understand that it doesn't mean, it's not because you miss one set or one kind of area in the TCG that you've missed out and there's no point and you just need to give up. So those are my final words for this video. Be patient. I do realize that what I have accumulated over a bit more than a year is actually, you know, really, really good. I mean, I'm really happy with it. To some, it may not seem like much. To me, it's a lot. It's a huge, huge accomplishment, what I've gotten in that amount of time. And to some, it's going to seem like a lot. It really depends on your situation and how much money you're able to, you know, put into the hobby and so on. But yeah, that's just, that's what I have so far. I'm going to focus on those 3 sets. I'm not going to worry too much about what's coming out in terms of actually collecting. If I can invest in a few things, then sure, of course. That's the goal, is to invest in a bit of everything as time goes on. But if I'm not able to collect every single set, then I don't care. I'm never going to be able to collect everything, and I don't see the point. Because if you have so much, you just don't enjoy it anymore. There's too much to actually enjoy. If you have like thousands of graded cards, how do you get the time to actually appreciate each and every one of those? I don't know. That's just my personal thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's pretty much it from me for today. I know it was a bit longer. I do hope you enjoy these kind of videos anyway. Once again, if you do, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below. What do you think of this collection? Do you think it's a lot for a year? Is it not much for a year in terms of your kind of vision of things? What are you guys collecting? Are there any specific sets that you collect? Do you collect kind of everything? Just let me know, guys. I'm really curious to know. Obviously, I love talking to you guys in the comment section as well. So yeah, don't hesitate. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching.